Hi, my name is Laura, and I'm Kobe's mom, and I have asthma. I was diagnosed with asthma when I was 2 years old, back in 1970, and back then there wasn't as much known about asthma as there is now. So I went through a lot of procedures, a lot of allergy testing, lots of medications, mostly just for when I had an attack. And as a child, I had to be very careful how much I played. I lived in Southern California, and the smog is very bad in Southern California. Worse now, but there was times where I wasn't allowed to go outside and play at school because the smog level was too high. And for anyone that had asthma, we weren't allowed to play. I took medication every day, and hopefully it would work. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. As I grew older, it got a little better. And I stopped taking my medication. I did play some sports when I was in junior high and high school, and it seemed to be okay as long as I was very careful about what kind of weather it was outside, and I had to make sure that I didn't overexert myself ever, and I had to take lots of breaks. When I became a young adult, my asthma became very, very bad. We lived in Guam, which is a very, it's a tropical area, much like this area, but a little more humid, and my asthma became very, very bad. And so at that time, I had to do some more allergy testing and found out that I was allergic to almost every kind of grass. There was molds, there was lots of molds in the walls and things like that in Guam because of the humidity, and dust and all those things. So I had to be very careful, obviously, about those things because that does trigger asthma attacks. So I had an inhaler, a rescue inhaler is what they call now, albuterol, and I used that so much, up to 10 times a day, and half of the time was during my sleep, where I'd wake up not being able to breathe and take my rescue inhaler. And at that time I wasn't on any kind of medication to maintain my asthma. It was just, I was always just using it when I had an attack. So when we came back to the States, in the early 1990s, I saw a doctor that was a specialist in asthma, and he put me on a maintenance medication that I'm still on today, and I have not had an asthma attack in about 9 years since then, because I take my medication twice a day. It's a different kind of inhaler that prevents the swelling of the lung tissue, and so I still do have my rescue inhaler just in case I ever have an attack, but like I said, I haven't had one in so long, and I kind of know what triggers it now. And anyway, I'm glad for the advances in technology and medicine so that my asthma can be under control. Thank you very much.